I've discovered that most of the things we are looking for to become a great speaker, it is at the opposite of what the great speakers in history used that helped them to make a lasting impact on their generation. And based on my research, I want to share with you today what I believe to be a mark of a great leader, and that is very important. If you ask almost everyone what is for them the greatest speech ever they have ever heard, they will tell you that the greatest speech that I ever heard is the speech of Dr. Martin Luther King, "I have a dream." But for me, that is a great speech. But for me, the greatest speech of Dr. Martin Luther King is on the mountaintop. Why? Because during that speech, I've discovered, and the world have discovered, someone who was willing to die for his vision. During that speech, he told his audience that they will have difficult days ahead because there were a lot of threats concerning his life. And normally, when your life is threatened, you take measures to preserve your life. But that day during his speech, he told them something very powerful. He told them that his life doesn't matter anymore. He told them that it doesn't matter anymore. Why? Because this night I've been on the mountaintop and God allowed me to see the promised land. And I can tell you that with me or without me, we as people, we will get to the promised land. That is what he told them that day. That we will get to the promised land without me or with me, because I've been on the mountaintop and the Lord has allowed me to see the promised land. I know for sure that this cause of ours will have a breakthrough. I know for sure that we as people, we will get to the promised land, and for that reason, my life doesn't matter anymore. Most of the time when people want to become public speaker is for financial return. People are motivated by the fact that they want to become rich, they want to become famous, they want to become popular, and that is why they want to become a public speaker. There is nothing wrong with wanting to become rich or wanting to become popular. There is nothing wrong with that. The fact is this: today I don't want to talk to those who want to become good speakers, who want to become profitable speakers only, who want to become famous speakers only. I want to talk to those who want to become great. Because based on my research, what makes the difference between great speakers and good speakers is not the amount of money, it's not their popularity. No, it is something else. And I want you to pay close attention, because I believe that if you stumbled upon this video and if you continue to watch this video, it's because you don't want to become just good. You want to become great. And what is a great speaker for me? It is someone who used the skill of communication, of public speaking, to make a lasting impression on his generation. It's not there just to make money. It's not there for popularity. He wants to make a lasting impression, impact on his generation. What is therefore the mark or a mark of a great speaker? I cannot give you a name for that mark, but I can give you the manifestations, the different manifestations of that mark. And if those manifestations are found in you, you are on your way to become a great speaker. Because a great speaker is not forcibly someone who makes a lot of money, even if making a lot of money is good. It's not forcibly someone who is popular. No, it is someone who is about making a lasting impact on a group of people. So I wrote down 7 manifestations of a mark of a great speaker. And I want you to pay close attention. The first manifestation is this: a great speaker believes in something greater than money. A great speaker believes in something greater than material possessions, than money, and that is very powerful. They are motivated by something that is not material. They are motivated by something that is not tangible, but that has tangible manifestations. For example, what was motivating what motivated Dr. Martin Luther King was justice. It was an intangible concept with tangible manifestations. So, a great speaker is someone who believes in something greater than money and material possessions. That is the first thing. The second manifestation is that a great speaker stands for something greater than his own life. Wow. A great speaker stands for something greater than his own life. And that is why he is willing to take risk for his message, because his message is just the expression of what he stands or she stands for. And what he or she stands for is something that is greater than his own life. It means that when she or he has to choose between the cause or the topic of his message and his life, he will choose the cause, or she will choose the cause. That is very profound. That is very profound. The third manifestation is that a great speaker is committed to something more important than his or her comfort. Is committed to something more important than his or her comfort. Very powerful. It has nothing to do with money, because the first manifestation says that he believes in something that is greater than money and material possessions. It has nothing to do with his own life, because he stands or she stands for something greater than his or her own life. It has nothing to do with her comfort or with his comfort, because he is committed to something more important than his or her comfort. That is very powerful to understand. When I'm still studying the greatest or the greatest speakers in history, but today one of the things that I've discovered about them is that none of them was motivated by money. None of them was motivated by their self-preservation or their security. None of them was motivated by money or by something about their comfort. No. Even Adolf Hitler was not motivated by money. He was motivated by a cause, because for him, his race was the highest race, and the other races were just under the race of Adolf Hitler. He was moved and he was committed to a cause that was far beyond material possessions. And that is why he was able to do such bad things and all around the world, because his motivation was beyond material possessions. That is very important to understand. Another manifestation is that a great speaker is after a just cause, not fame or money. Is after a just cause. Dr. Martin Luther King was about justice. Mahatma Gandhi was about justice. Mother Teresa was about helping the needy. All of those great speakers were about a just cause. Jesus was about the salvation of humanity. That is simple. Paul the apostle was about the message of grace. Moses was about the deliverance of the children of Israel. Joshua was about putting the people of Israel in possession of their inheritance that God promised them through their ancestor Abraham. All of them are after a just cause, not money, not fancy cars, not material possessions. There is a just cause that causes them to do what they are doing, to speak. And at that moment, it's no more about themselves. And it's very important to understand that, because if it is about a just cause, it is about something that is greater than my life. It is about something that is more important than my comfort. And I believe in something that is far beyond money. At that moment, it's difficult for me to be insecure, to feel insecure when I have to stand in front of people. When I have to stand in front of a group of people, because it's no more about me, it is about them. When people feel insecure, when they have to speak in public, it is because they are making it about themselves. And they are thinking about what the audience will think about themselves. They are making the presentation about how they feel, how they will be appreciated, how the audience will receive their message. No, when you make it about them, it removes pressure. Because it's not more about you. You are here to serve them. You are here for a just cause. It's no longer about you. The other manifestation is that a great speaker is passionate about his topic. A great speaker is passionate about his topic. And let me tell you, when I'm talking about passion, because there is a lot of confusion when we are talking about passion. Out there, people are saying that passion is doing what you love, or passion is what you love. Passion is much more than that. And that is why many people have followed things they love, thinking that it is their passion, and at the end they discover that it's not their passion. Your passion is measured by your willingness to pay the price or the ultimate sacrifice for the achievement of the object of your passion. In fact, here is the definition I have for passion. Passion, it is my willingness to pay the price for something I love, or to change something I hate in other people's life. It is my willingness to pay the price to achieve something I love in other people's life, or to change something I hate in other people's lives. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with other people. It has to do with achieving something I love in the lives of other people. It has to do with changing something that I hate in the lives of other people. It has to do with my willingness to pay the price, even to lay my life down for that just cause. That is passion. So your passion is measured by your willingness to die. On that day when Dr. Martin Luther King was speaking about his willingness to die, about the fact that his life didn't matter anymore, he was expressing his passion. He was willing to die for his people to get to the promised land. He was willing to lay down his life for that just cause, and that is passion. And great speakers are passionate. That is very important for you to understand. That is why they are willing to die. They are willing to sacrifice. They are willing to lay their lives down for that just cause. In fact, when somebody says that my passion is something I am willing to live for, is insufficient. Because in fact, your passion is something you are willing to die for also. And a great speaker is someone who is passionate about his topic, about his message, about his subject, or about the result he wants to be manifested in the people who are listening and are getting his message. You have to be passionate if you want to become a great speaker. And the last one is this: a great speaker is about fulfilling God's calling upon his life or her life, not becoming famous. What motivates them? It is to fulfill their calling. Their speaking career, their speaking business, their speaking organization is about fulfilling a calling. For them, is part of their calling. Speaking in public is for them a way to fulfill their calling, not a way to make money, not a way to become famous. Do you know that Jesus didn't plan to become famous? Do you know that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't plan to become famous? Do you really believe that? Can you understand that even Mother Teresa didn't plan to become famous? This fame, all this money came just as byproducts of them fulfilling their calling through their public speaking career. It's simple. But today, people want to become great speakers with wrong motivations. There is nothing wrong with having the intention or the ambition of making a lot of money. It's good. It's great. But if you want to become a great speaker, it means that you want to make a lasting impact on your generation and even the generations to come. And for that to happen, you have to understand that speaking for you has to become a way of fulfilling your calling. God's calling upon your life, not making money. Because if you put money as a priority, it will misguide you. There will be occasions and opportunities for you to make impact, but because you are looking for opportunities to make money, you will miss those ones. Because what is your priority? The priority for you is money. But Moses was not motivated by money. Even Steve Jobs, go and read the biographies of Steve Jobs. You will understand something very strange. It was not motivated by money. Yes, money was part of the game, but his priority, it was the lasting impact he wanted to make in his generation. Go and read the biographies of the guy. He was not motivated by money. Go and read the biographies of Phil Knight, Shoe Dog. Go and read that book. You will understand that man was motivated by something greater than money. That is why they were willing to take risk. Why? Because it was something greater than just money. It was something very powerful than their own lives. They were willing to quit their job, not knowing if their project, their vision, their ambition, their dream or their passion will succeed. But they were willing to take the risk. Why? Because it wasn't about money. When it's about money, there are risks you will never take. And that is what I wanted to share with you today. Great speakers are not motivated by money. Their first motivation, it is their calling. It is their message. It is their passion. It is the people they are called to serve. They believe in something greater than money. They stand for something greater than their own life. They are committed to something greater than their comfort. They are looking at their public speaking career as a way to fulfill their calling, not to become famous. And that is a mark, or the manifestations of a mark of a great speaker. And if you understand that, and if you start to apply that in your life will never be the same. Your business will never be the same. And this is what I believe, is that making impact is profitable. Making impact is profitable. Why? Because making impact is about solving other people's problems. And by solving other people's problems, you create opportunities for you to make money. This is what I believe. I've seen it in my life. I've seen it by studying many great speakers. Making impact is profitable. But today it's counterintuitive, because people think that if you put making impact as your priority, you will not make enough of a lot of money or enough money. So people say that you have first of all to make money. After you made money, you can go and make impact. That is not impact. Making impact comes first. When it comes to become a great speaker, you first, in fact, not just great speakers, great leaders, great business people, great in any field. Every time you are looking for greatness in someone, you will see that that person is motivated first of all by making impact in other people's lives. That is why even in the Bible, Jesus said something very important. If you want to become great, if someone wants to become great among you, let him become your servant. Let him become your slave. Greatness is found in service. Greatness is found in serving other people. So a great speaker, a great leader, a great entrepreneur, a great business person is someone who is looking first of all to make impact in other people's lives, because making impact is profitable. Because making impact is solving other people's problem, and solving other people's problem is an opportunity to make money. Go and read the biographies of all the great leaders in history, and you will understand what I'm talking about today. All of them are motivated by a cause, a vision, a calling, a purpose that has nothing to do with money. And as they went to fulfill that calling, to fulfill that purpose through their public speaking career, that is how they became famous. That is how they became wealthy. But the first thing they had in mind, it was making impact. And if you want to become a great speaker, I want you to take into consideration all these 7 manifestations of a mark of a great speaker. If you put them, if you apply them in your life as a speaker, you will see that your result will change, because making impact is profitable. This is what I wanted to share with you. If you have difficulties, you want to become a great public speaker, you want to build your public speaking skills or your selling from stage skills, and you want someone to help you, you want me to help you, you want to work with me, go in the description section, click on the link. I will have a session with you to know if our offer matches with your intention, with your aspiration, and with your motivation. And if there is a matching, I will work with you. I will give you all the information you need, financially speaking or materially speaking, for us to work together and to improve your skill of public speaking, of communication, of selling from stage, because you have to become great at public speaking, because making impact is profitable and your calling is to make impact. This is what I wanted to share with you. It was Zoe from Cameroon, and I wish you success.